Hello, Ophiuchus. Welcome to Sikiksyd. I'm a psychic, shaman, medium, seer. I connect deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangel light. My service in the description box. You can also find my own to social media accounts, Snapchat, Instagram. Thank you for your kind comment, like, subscription, donation, reading, booking, DM messages, referral. You can call any deceased loved ones, spirit guides, ancestors, archangel light for signs, signals, symbols, synchronicity that this reading is for you. You can look at Chiron, that is the planet connected to Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus are born from November 30th to December 17th. I'm more open to the channel. If you like the content that I create, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. This is for Ophiuchus. Not to be an Ophiuchus throughout the name of this reading. And if you're going to God to watch this reading, it is for you. I'm hearing the revolutionary burn. The revolutionary burn. What is a revolutionary burn? Oh, that's the evolutionary burn. I knew you would answer me. The number 8, Chiron healing, the enlightened shaman. This is Virgo, Sagittarius energy. Now, number 8 in Tarot is Venus and Leo, the minor arcana of the Empress. Now, strength represents dentistry, being a veterinarian, working with animals, working in a zoo. It also represents humility, confidence, the type of people who have a Venus in Leo. I'll give you a couple examples. Coco Chanel, Madonna, Selena Gomez, A$AP Rocky, 50 Cent, T.I., Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Amy Winehouse, Solange. These are all people who carry Venus in Leo. Now, Venus and Leo is a energy of, one of the things that they all have in common is that they are able to show, right, how you can utilize strength in a good way and you can also be utilized in a bad way, right? This is the energy of the mob, kingpins, mafia, okay, drug pins, the number 8, when we're talking about strength. That is literally the symbolization of it. Why? Because it's a woman with her dainty little crown walking over to the line and opening up the mouth of something that should be eating her. Something that would typically eat her, trusts her. And she trusts something that, you know, I mean, even a lion, something that it would normally eat, it trusts that human. There's a trust and a bond in your life purpose and your career. What does that mean? It means it is your connection to conquering demons and devils. Strength is the only card that can actually overcome the devil. Strength is also the energy where people are going to be, if you have Venus and Leo or you're in that energy of strength, it means people naturally gravitate towards you. They just line up around the block. Because Venus is love and Leo is self. This is the natural love of self. Now, I honestly feel like this is something that you struggle to learn to do, Ophiuchus, and now you are helping other people through that. Conquering some level of demons through self-love. Now, Chiron healing is the enlightened shaman, right? The number 8 is also Scorpio, the 8th house. So this is also, you know, revolving around the esoteric, being the alchemist, right? The magician. So maybe you're meant to be in communications. This can also be you have some type of gift that you can utilize to make lucrative money. You have the 6th house, okay, which is Virgo, 3. 30 breaking down into a 3. The body. Now, 6th house, now this is about work. Virgo is all about work. Virgo is also about health, okay? It's about nature, the beauty of nature, okay, of the beauty of life. I'm actually hearing some of you are doctors. You may also be a trainer, work with athletes. That's like what you're meant to do in your life. The number 3 is also the Empress. So you don't get to be the monarch, right? This is Queen Elizabeth. Major, this is like a major here. 30 breaking down to a 3 will be the Empress, right? So you're meant to wear Taurus Libra. The Empress is Taurus Libra. It's Venetian energy. Taurus is self-indulgence. It is luxury, right? It's like the tangible. Oh, it just feels so good. And then Libra is about harmony. It's about partnership. It's about, you know, also detachment. It's about connection as well. It's the truth. It's very cold. And a lot of you are meant to work in sales or in the law or beauty. Okay, the Empress is also someone who owns their own business. You may own your own business. Okay, this is entrepreneurship with the Empress. The Empress has abundance in all shapes and sizes. That means she's financially abundant. That means she is emotionally abundant, mentally abundant, physically abundant, very healthy. You know, the revolutionary burn. I always said that one day, when I'm looking at my grandchildren, and I'm sitting in my chair, right? I'm going to be able to tell them when they ask me, what did you do? What did you do? 2021. What'd you do? I'll be able to say I was a part of a revolution. I'll be able to say that I pulled up. I'll be able to say that I decided to live and not survive. This is also the underworld. This is about mystery, healing the mysteries of what is it that I need to heal. You help people identify what needs to be healed within themselves. This is also a very confident energy. Thank you for the kind comment, like, subscription, donation, reading, booking, DM messages, reviews, referrals. Health. Some of you work in health, or you own like a garden or something. Someone owns a garden. But a lot of you are meant to be in shamanism, or you could be a psychic even, because the sixth house, the opposite of that. Oh, this is interesting. Because when you add this together, the opposite of the sixth house, Virgo, is Pisces. So a lot of you may be meant to work in being, mystics, psychics, shamans, mediums, seers, dancing with the devil. You've done it one too many times. And through that, you're able to help others overcome their own. It's the fact that we're all accountable for our own pain and healing that, right? Now, what type of trust did it take for her to be able to touch the devil? The devil is Capricorn. But when you add the number 8 and 3, you get 11. What is that? Libra. This is why I love my job. Numerology. This is, some of you have past lives as psychic, shamans, medium, seers. I myself known as a Pisces retrograde. So every time I come onto Earth or the stars or whatever, every time I'm born and born again and, I die and then I'm born again, I keep coming back as a psychic, shaman, medium, seer, essentially. For a lot of you, your past life will be able to connect you. You could even look at this in your South Node for some of you. There's something that you are meant to do in this lifetime that you have continuously done over and over and over again. The number 11 is also Aquarius, okay? Aquarius is group involvement. It is the masses. It is friends. It is those around you. You don't become Queen Elizabeth the Monarch. You don't become all of that unless you're voted as so, which is philanthropy, is support. Support. That is what strength is as well. Loving oneself. Healthy self-love. You help people identify what healthy self-love is through a sense of detachment. That detaching is self-love. Okay? It can definitely be self-love. That's boundaries. That's boundaries. Alright. Let's get through some advice. Cutting. You tell the truth. Your truth helps people identify what needs to be healed within themselves. And this can be simply the truth that you yourself have healed within you, or you continuously work to heal and improve on as well. Okay? Some of you are meant to be in the military or police force or the limelight. Aquarius is prophecies, when you don't even feel like you're meant to be here, because you're not. You're not meant to be here. You're meant to be in the stars, and the cosmos, and the galaxies. That's where you're meant to be. But you're here because you're meant to help people. That's the truth. Everything that was just said was the truth. Ace of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Everything that was just said was the truth. Buddy Holly. The advice is that amazing idea you've been holding on in your head. Speak it into existence. That truth you know in your gut and your soul about what it is that you want to do. The truth you know about yourself. You can't help heal anybody unless you know who the hell you are. Just like you can't connect to anyone unless you connect to yourself. You can't be in a relationship with anyone until you have a relationship with yourself. Because even when you get in a relationship, it's not just about knowing yourself, but it's about knowing the person and then knowing the actual relationship. The health of the relationship. Just because you're in a relationship don't make it healthy. People get that very mixed up. Very. This is about knowing thy truth. Seeing it clearly, right? And speaking it. Speaking it. 9 of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo. Start a business. Start a business from a talent that you have. There's a talent that you have that is very lucrative. This is also the minor arcana of the Empress. And this is about, I have everything that I need. And the 9 of Pentacles is usually single, but it's also just independence. It's financial independence. It's also, you working for oneself. You having more than enough. Just full of abundance. And enjoying that. You could be a Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but this is about speaking the truth. Knowing your truth. Knowing who you are. A lot of you, this is also realizing you are very gifted. Do not underestimate yourself. Never that. Never that. This is a revolution. This is a revolution through truth. Revolutionary truth. That is the burn. The truth burns. Oh, but does it heal? What can you tell us, please? About how the person you're romantically connected to is about you. Something about a holiday. How do you feel like the person you're romantically interested? I think you have a really good idea to maybe even add to your business. All right? This is about developing a truth, though, about yourself. This is not about having a particular fantasy within yourself about what you are capable of doing. It's about becoming realistic about the reality. Honest with yourself about the reality of how gifted you are. How capable. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the hell? All right. Ooh. The way that your person romantically feels about the person who you're romantically interested in feels like a relationship is over. Like what's my card? Yeah, they feel like a relationship. Oh my God. Four of Wands reversed. Person you're romantically interested in does not like their they feel like you are on a spiritual journey, that you've walked away from materialism, you've walked away from unstable relationships. They feel like the King of Cups, Tupac. This feels like a realization of changes. What does that mean? Have you ever heard the song? I'll link it down below. The song Changes. And how he's saying, I have no control over, sometimes we meet fucked up people. Sometimes we meet people who have no idea what it means to give. All they do is take. And sometimes we are dealt particular cards in our life that are simply, meant to force us to look within ourselves at what is strength. Joy is your birthright. Self-respect, love, compassion, these are things that you are meant to experience in your life. That is your birthright. The King of Cups, the person you're romantically interested in feels like this relationship or this friendship could lead to more. Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They feel like they've fallen in love with their best friend. Okay? This could also be Virgo energy because of the cross. Jesus was not a Pisces, he was a Virgo. Born in Piscean age. So they also feel like they know that their soulmate is in their life and they're just not sure who it is, but they will find out who that is very soon for themselves emotionally. The person you're romantically interested in also feels like you are very intuitive. You are very emotionally balanced, emotionally available, emotionally aware. See, a lot of times when we are talking about self-awareness, when you have self-awareness, you don't fall into codependent relationships because you're aware of yourself. They feel like you have Saturn and Pisces and Venus and Aries. They feel like you have walked away from unstable relationships, environments. The Four of Wands in reverse is instability. And it's also when we get so lost in wanting to appear a particular way, we forget about who we truly are within ourselves because we want some level of validation. We want some level of reassurance because there's a need for survival. What is the need for? Comfortability. The need is for confidence. The need is for approval because it's already lacking within the person stemming from childhood trauma. They feel like you are in an unhappy family or unhappy relationship and that you're walking away from unhappy relationships, unhappy dynamics, friendships, connections, environments. They also feel like you could be a lawyer or you're at the peak of your career. You are like rising in the ranks in your career. You could be a lawyer, or you are a secretary, or you work with homes, or you work with emotions. You help people with their emotions, psychologically, mentally, or spiritually. You could even be psychic. They feel like you work with finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, or you're a writer, you're a poet. Yeah. In that song, he says, I have no control over others' actions. What I have control over is me. And at the end of the day, the person you're romantically interested in feels like you have control over you. You are self-aware. Maybe you become self-aware about what is codependency. Codependency stems from a need for survival, not from love. A codependent situation is conditional love. It is when you are completely convinced that you are not a complete person, that you need another person to be complete. In a codependent situation, one person always has more money than the other person. In a codependent situation, there can be age difference. In a codependent situation, it can also derive from childhood trauma, essentially. And you having a need and that person having a need, and an unspoken bond, contract, or something that is unspoken between an unspoken conversation that you provide something I need, and I provide something that you need. You are someone who's walked away from that. That's how your romantic interest feels, that you have walked away from situations like that. Don't serve you, you don't want it, and I can identify it. When you identify it intellectually, that changes the game. There are a multitude of different relationships based off of codependency. And many people will stay in it to try to justify it for the need for survival. Whether that's stability, money, sex. There's something that they need from the other person and vice versa. The moment that need is not fulfilled, hold on. Thank you so much for telling me it resonates. Thank you. Thank you for the kind conversation, script donation, reading, booking, DM messages, visual referrals. Moment that need is not met, they will get it from somewhere else. The love is conditional. It is not unconditional. You've walked away from relationships like that. It doesn't serve you. How does Ophiuchus feel about the person they're romantically interested in? that they're proposing. Oh, wow. That they are very, this person could be a musician. This person could even be, what's it called? This person could be like a poet. They could be a musician, an artist. They could be in the military. This person could be in the military, a police officer for some of you. This person could work in realty. They like to do something that is very creative. This person could also work in spirituality. They could very well work with magic, okay? They could also work with the mysteries of the emotions. Oh, this is deep. You feel like the person you're meant to... You feel like the person... Ooh, you feel like the person... The Knight of Wands just came out. So, oh, and then the Four Swords. The person you're romantically interested in, you also have High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces, with some beautiful truth with the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio with the TLC. You feel like the person you're romantically interested in is very energetic, very inspired, very honest. They're also at a distance from you. They're also very quiet with the High Priestess, but they could be a psychic, tarot card reader, shaman, spiritual teacher. This person will only give you advice if you ask for it. This is also someone with the Knight of Wands, could be at a distance. You feel like the person, well, you feel like the person you're romantically interested in is, with the Knight of Wands, traveling. Four Swords is in reverse, so Jupiter and Libra. You feel like the person you're romantically interested in is coming back onto social media, is living their life, is not wanting marriage counseling for some of you. This person is also, with the Knight of Wands, this is someone who, because none of the knights stick around. I feel like the person you're romantically interested in may be coming in with some type of proposal or flirting with you, showing some type of emotion and emotional interest. And you may feel like they're exhausted. You may feel like they are trying to show off. Knight of Wands, like they're trying to show off. That's method, man. Yeah, you feel like someone's trying to show off. Okay? With the Knight of Wands, you also feel like someone is, maybe they do like outdoor jobs. Person could very well do outdoor jobs or travel for work. Okay? Alright. The person you're romantically interested in is next actions towards your futures. The person you're romantically interested in is next actions towards your futures. Interesting. You have the Sun in Aries with the Three of Wands in reverse. Then you have the Nine of Swords, Mars and Gemini. The person you're romantically interested in's next actions towards you with the Three of Wands in reverse is someone could be like watching someone online, but they're not saying anything. And then there's a scandal with the Nine of Swords in reverse. There's a breakdown. A breakdown. And someone gets a new opportunity from the King of Pentacles, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Oprah Winfrey. So I feel like someone comes in with commitment, and this could literally be someone brand new. Person you're meant to get interested in. Also, someone's blocked. Mercury and Sagittarius. Someone's blocked. The person you're romantically interested in's next actions towards you is blocking you. Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is listening to their emotions. This is someone that the connection is drama-free. Someone is like not dealing with any drama. You know, every time I see this card, every time I see this card, it shows me that by being your authentic self, your unique self, that's what truly matters. The Queen of Cups is psychic. Okay, it could be someone who does something with their emotions. Could even be a performer for some of you. Could be somebody who works with homes or even works in the magical realms or with the dead. Someone could work with the dead or communications. Okay? That someone's next actions, though, is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Someone's blocked. There's a scandal and a breakdown here, and someone's just watching someone. The Queen of Cups is a woman that most, like, people fall in love with because they're infatuated. The Queen of Cups is someone who's very, it just represents a woman that people are falling in love with. Someone is watching you. They are watching you. Okay? What are your next actions towards the person you're meant to be interested in? Someone is watching you, and this could be someone brand new. What are your next actions towards the person you're meant to be interested in? Okay. All right. Okay. Your next actions is the Page of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, with the Nine of Pentacles, Venus, and Virgo. So, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Venus, and Virgo. The Page of Swords, I don't know if you've ever seen that show. Have you ever seen that? She has a show. It's called The Good Place. If you've never seen it, you need to go see it. So, I'm just going to give you like a little tidbit. So she dies. Poof, up and dies. She wakes up and they tell her, like, in a meeting, hello, you're in heaven, you know, and when you come to heaven, when you come here, you get your soulmate, you get the perfect spouse, perfect partner, you get the perfect home you've always wanted, a perfect blend of what you and your partner want. You get anything that you want. Anything that you want. So, this should be fine, right? Until she talks to her partner and she's like, there's a problem. And he's like, what's the problem? She says, I was horrible in real life. Like, when I was alive, I was horrible. I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I'm not supposed to be in heaven. She's like, I'm not supposed to be in heaven. And she became aware very quickly that if that means that she wasn't supposed to be in heaven, right? That it can't be heaven. Can it? Take that as a sign that my shell just came off. I don't know if shells are important to some of you. Cowrie shells, it represents Oshun, the woman that cried so many tears that she created seas, rivers, and oceans. So, isn't that interesting, right? Someone who was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be in heaven, right? Has a guilty conscience. And then she says it. She's like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be here. And then it all turns out they're in hell. What? But everything's perfect. But the truth was, it was like a false reality. It was made shifted. It was so much bigger than that. That the creator was the mayor of the town, who had a connection to another, like a higher spirit, that gave him the opportunity to make his own personal hell. And he wasn't the only person. There was multiple of them. It was like a normal thing. Like, we just make, customized personal hells and da-da-da. And he decided to do it in a way where he's like, I want it to be the good place. I want it to be so good that, they actually enjoy it. But when they really looked closely, none of them were living the life that they truly wanted to live. Not really. Technically, it was hell. Technically. You have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus in Virgo, which is about you being in no rush to be in a relationship. You being very self-sufficient. You finding new ways to communicate. You may also feel like it's difficult to find the right partner, but I don't think you mind. I don't think you're actually looking either. I think you're open to receiving whatever is meant for you. I'm also seeing you focus on, your work, your school, yourself, your health. You're looking good. You're smelling good. This is the minor arcana of the Empress. So your next actions, Ophiuchus, is loving your damn self and looking good while doing it. Smelling good, too. That's what your next actions are. You're telling truth, okay? I feel like you are finding new parts about yourself. Ooh, this is a little deep. I like it. What is the person you're meant to be interested in? want to say but can't? What is the person you're romantic interested in want to tell you but can't? What is the person you're romantic interested in want to tell you but can't? What is the person you're romantic interested in want to tell you but can't? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did we catch that on camera? We caught that on camera. And then someone just sent me the number 37. So I don't know if the number 37 is significant. What is that? Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius. You're going to get communication from someone. What the person you're romantically interested in, what they want to tell you, you're going to get good news. For some of you, you're going to get good news. That could be from anything in your life, but you're going to get good news on something. So congratulations for that. Something that you've manifested from your talent, you're going to get good news about, okay? But King of Cups, what the person you're romantically interested in wants to tell you, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, is that they feel like this relationship can go to, you know, a whole other level. That they've fallen in love with their best friend, that they feel like they found their soulmate or the person they're meant to be with. Or they feel like that person is, that person, what it means is that this is a masculine energy, okay? Man, woman, it's just the energy. Someone who has fallen in love with their best friend. It's also, you see how he's looking at the cross? This is about alignment and sense of awareness and compassion. They want to tell you that they're in love with you. I see the Egyptian energy here with the, I think that's Nefertiti. They want to tell you they're in love with you. That's what they want to tell you. They have options and they don't like their options as well. It bores them. Even if they're just looking online or online dating, it bores them, okay? They want to tell you that they want you, that they love you, that they care about you. What is the person you're romantically interested in wants to tell you but can't? What is the person you're romantically interested in wants to tell you but can't? Ooh. What the hell? Temperance, Sagittarius, Andre 3000. Person you're romantically interested in wants to tell you that they're very impatient. They could have even an addiction. Could be a Sagittarius. They want to tell you that they are realizing it's about the love within oneself. How the hell are you going to connect to anyone and you can't even connect to yourself? How are you going to love anybody if you don't even love yourself? They want to tell you that they're very impatient. They want to tell you that they feel like the love they have for you is addicting. And it confuses them because they're like, I love this person, and, you know, they want to come correct towards you. Because they can't come towards you and they don't know themselves. That wouldn't work. That they're having a hard time becoming excited or even aroused. They want to tell you that they're very impatient. They're struggling to be open to learning new things. And they also want to tell you the Ten of Pentacles, Mercury, and Virgo. So they want to tell you that they're rich, that they're filthy rich. Ten of Pentacles is when you come from money. It's when it's like old money. It's like money from years and years and years ago. And we're talking about generational wealth. The difference between wealth and rich, okay? The difference between it is, how do I explain that, the difference between rich and wealth? It's like when I talk to my papa. And he tells me about, you know, all the businesses that have been passed down in the family, and you know, the land that we own, and when he talks about our family business and the legacy, like it's money that has been passed down. It kept getting passed down, passed down, passed down until it got to me. That's the Ten of Pentacles. It's inheritance. It's wealth. It's also a successful business. They want to tell you that they're very wealthy. Some of you, they want to tell you that they want a long-term relationship. You could be in a relationship, okay? But for a lot of you, they want to tell you that they're rich, but they can't. Like, not rich, but wealthy, okay? That they've come into a large lump sums of money. So this can also be someone, because what do we have? The Nine of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with someone who doesn't tell people that they're wealthy because they get used every time for it. They don't tell people. They try not to, whatever, because they get used. Like, people take it for granted, or they just look at them for their money and not for who they really are at heart. The Nine of Pentacles is Persephone. She prances around in nature, and then she goes down to Hades. She goes down to hell. She gets some messages, you know, and then a couple months later, she goes right back up. That is Persephone energy. She has the capability to go to the underworld and come back up, okay? Because she ate the what? The pomegranates. So, a lot of you are dealing with someone who not only has a successful business from some type of gift that they have, but you're also dealing with someone who comes from a very welcoming family. This is also a family friend. Ten of Pentacles means you're falling in love with a family friend. And it also means this is someone who comes from inheritance and wealth and land and riches, and they come from a lot of financial stability, but they haven't really told you that because they don't want to be used for it. You could literally be dealing with someone who's like, they come from wealth and then they made themselves. They're self-made on some level because they took that talent and used it. So wow, that's what they want to tell you. Okay, what do you want to tell the person you're romantically interested in? Okay, the Ace of Cups, that's what you want to tell the person you're romantically interested in? That you forgive them. You want to tell them that you have emotion for them, that you like them. You're also wanting to tell them that you're done assuming that they already know how that they already know how you feel about them. Okay? I'll show you in a second why. What do you want to... High Priestess wants to come out again. You want to tell them... The High Priestess is a spiritual, emotional, and intellectual connection. This is also the tarot card with the psychic, the shaman, the medium, the seer. This is also someone who's perfectly fine with being alone. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. High Priestess is sort of like the female. She can be like she can sometimes be the female hermit. Sometimes, okay. This is someone who's really good at working alone. You know the drill. So someone's done assuming that someone knows exactly how they feel. Like, you feel like you want to tell them that you have love for them, that you like them. You know, you feel that the feelings are mutual. That's what you want to tell them. All right. The conversation between you and the person you're romantically interested in. There is no conversation. It's very quiet. You and the person, ooh. The conversation is, there is no conversation. Ooh, child. Yeah, there is no conversation. It's actually Ten of Swords, Mercury, and Gemini. And then boom, you have Strength, Venus, and Leo, Mary J. Blige. This is about going through a very, very, very messy breakup. Like something that hurts so bad that you don't come back from. You don't come back from the Ten of Swords. After the Ten of Swords, it's like, I can't take no more. Excuse me that I'm tired of getting my heart stomped all over the fucking place, okay? Excuse the fuck out of me. The way that you guys are communicating right now is Judgment, Kurt Cobain in reverse, Libra, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn, Four of Cups in reverse, Moon in Cancer, and the Ace of Swords in reverse, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There is no communication. Someone has accepted that something is not meant to be. It's out of their control. They have already said what they needed to say. And if there is no response, that's out of their control. They just moved on. That's the conversation. It's like out of their, like, you're sort of feeling like the conversation is out of your control. So whoever said something and there was no response, they're like, that's out of my control. I'm just going to move forward and keep attracting the right energy into my life. Identify, the connections that were not so good, okay? And that can literally be a multitude of different type of dynamics and relationships or connections. But the conversation between you is there is no conversation. There is no conversation. Is there anyone else involved? Is there anyone else involved? Okay. Alright. Your answer is yes. Saturn and Leo. Someone has multiple people involved. They're dealing with multiple people. They are, maybe a lot of people could be interested in them. With the Five of Wands, there's multiple people involved. You have the Six of Cups in reverse, Sun and Scorpio, King of Wands in reverse, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Missy Elliott. The answer is someone is dealing with multiple people. They may even have a lack of confidence. This person could be a show-off or have a big ego or even be abusive, but this is also someone who's just not feeling very good about themselves, especially aesthetically. They need some sense of approval from the world, and with the Six of Cups in reverse, there's bad memories. Someone, if there's someone, okay, someone deals with multiple people because they have childhood trauma. That's childhood trauma, or someone's getting their parental rights taken away. There is multiple people though. So you can just be dating. There's nothing wrong with dating. Some of you guys are just dating. Getting to know new people. Bad memories. Anyone else involved? You got anything else you want to say? Alright. Six of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Honestly, someone cheated, or they are cheating. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo. Six of Swords in reverse, Mercury, and Aquarius. Yes. I feel like this is just a big ass yes. Someone is cheating, or someone's in a relationship for money. But even if there's no moving past this, because the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's no moving past it. If someone cheated or something like that. I feel like someone is currently cheating if they're in a relationship or it's happened in the past. And it's almost like there's really bad memories about it. Someone could be in a relationship for money with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That can also be infidelity. That can be being overweight. That could be jealousy. That could be jealousy, okay? Jealousy because someone cheated on you in the past, and that can even symbolize like it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, you've most likely been cheated on, or you're currently being cheated on, or it's already happened to you in your past, or something of that nature. Anyone else involved? Five of Wands, Five of Cups, Depression. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy. Smothering even. If you're in I feel like if you're, someone could be smothering you and very jealous because you've dealt with multiple people before. You're currently dealing with multiple people. Okay, so just take it as it resonates. This could also be a baby's mama, baby's father. Okay, that could just be that there's other people. The Sun. So yeah, the answer is yes, Leo. The answer is yes. And you could be falling in love with someone new. You could have gotten a divorce, Libra, but that's the truth. Okay? Yeah. Most deaf the truth, right? Now, some of you fell in love with your partner all over again. Others of you just became enlightened about that and divorced or separated. Became honest with yourself, looked at things from a different perspective, and detached away from it. You realize that that's toxic, okay? The love of your life is not about to be running away from you, cheating on you with 50 million different people, or treating you like an option. That's not the love of your life. Or whoever the hell that you are connecting yourself spiritually, whatever. You are meant to be, this is the soul, you are meant to be one person who completes themselves. No one completes you. So the answer is yes. Somebody has cheated or they are cheating. This could be something that's already happened and you guys just never moved on from it. So just take that as that resonates. Obstacles in the connection between you and the person. The obstacle is that someone's going through an extremely messy breakup. Mercury in Gemini and the Tower. They're finding out someone's faithful. That's an obstacle. Aries, Scorpio. Finding out that somebody has been unfaithful. That's an obstacle. Finding out that, this could literally be moving out. This is like big. Could be a divorce, justice. Finding out that someone has betrayed you in such a way that you can't come back from it. The whole foundation breaks down because it wasn't stable anyways. You see the cross here, which is about the faith and the belief, right? The belief in this whole thing has fallen down because there has been infidelity. There has been multiple betrayals of someone cheating and hurting someone. Sheesh. And it's just, it's like you can no longer look at it from a state of illusion. It's like making you look at how you truly feel. Like, yes, you now see that there's 50 million different people involved with whoever you may be romantically interested in. That's for some of you there. All right. Oh, Page of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you will get an apology. Others of you, someone has a crush on you. So someone new could be coming in. Some of you, this is also a Gemini or a Libra. Somebody is coming in to apologize because, I honestly feel like someone's apologizing to you. They could be younger. Someone's coming towards you, though, because they feel like they've missed out on an opportunity. Yeah. Not being disciplined, having emotional immaturity, being jealous. This person was very jealous. Okay? They also could have ended it with somebody where they were very jealous and there was either no travel or emotional outburst. There could have even been a car crash, or someone was very jealous, or someone's currently very jealous. But I see someone apologizing to you with the Page of Cups, or someone has a crush on you and they're coming towards you to say something about that. This could be literally someone brand new or a new friend. So just take that as it resonates. Let's get into here. All right. So just take everything as it resonates, okay? That's what I see. Someone could have gotten pregnant as well. Someone could actually be pregnant. So take that all as it resonates. Let's just get through here. Show me your personal pictures. This is a scandal with the Nine of Swords. There's like a scandal here. If someone cheated on you, it could have been a very big scandal. Who's an Ophiuchus? Jay-Z's an Ophiuchus. Nicki Minaj is an Ophiuchus. Someone's abusive with the King of Wands in reverse. They're abusive. They're either abusive or they're promiscuous or they've cheated before or they're currently cheating. Okay, your person is, I don't go by the rule book. I lead from the heart, not the head. Princess of Wales, Diana. I absolutely love Princess Diana. I love her. Mainly because of the fact that she represented this feeling like they asked her, do you ever think you could be the queen of, England, right? And she said no. So why? Because she said it's because I rule from the heart, not from the head. That's like Leo energy. Like I'm ruling from the heart. I'm not ruling from up here. So the person you're mentally interested in, they lead from their heart. They're not thinking of the head. They're not thinking of, oh, it needs to be like this and be like this and specific. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. You are, anytime I try to play anything that doesn't come natural, I'm just plain bad. Andy Griffin. This is about you realizing I want to do something that comes natural to me. I don't want to do something that feels forced. Okay? So do what feels right for you. Okay? Cool. The mutual energy between you guys is my faith has been and always will be important to me. Aretha Franklin. R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T, take care and T-C-P. Yeah, the mutual energy you guys have is faith. It's like this undeniable faith. It's important to you, to both of you, and what you do in your everyday life. And this could literally be about career, how you live, and how you embody your truth. Ooh, this is deep. I like that. Your person has also been someone who has been publicly humiliated when it comes to infidelity already. Princess Diana, remember, she was publicly humiliated. And then she went on and she found somebody brand new. And then they killed her. Basically. So, take everything that resonates. But, this is about ruling from the heart. She literally died by being herself. Do you get what I'm saying? This is like deep. It's almost like, you see how hers is more boxed and structured? Right? Everything has a place. This is someone who's very good at emotional regulation. I believe she has Cancer in her chart. She's very emotionally regulated though. Like she was able to deal with those emotions very well in a manner where most people would have just cried and not been sure what to do. And his is more of a, I feel like it's concentration, but it's also flow. Concentrating on what flows naturally to you. And then the mutual energy you guys have is almost like a mixture of heart chakra, prosperity, abundance, healing, royalty, communication, listening to your ancestors. Gemini, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay? Strong Aries. I'm seeing Taurus, Capricorn here. Leo is here. Gemini, Libra, Aries, Scorpio. And this is Cancer, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus. Yeah. Okay. And this is very beautiful. All right. So let's get into your... All right. Let's see. Who are you? Relationship connection. Ooh. Okay. You view the person, well, the person you're romantically interested in views you as someone who is, you feel like the person you're romantically interested in is traveling, because the Knight of Wands travels. Okay? All right. Okay. Ooh. What can you tell us, please? For Ophiuchus. Oh my God. Divorce. Someone's divorced. Someone is divorced. That's good to know. Okay. Shows empathy. Okay, you could be dealing with an empath as well. All right? Okay. Let's see here. So, the cards you had were overspends, honest, confident, fleeting romance, give it time, emotionally guarded, loves to go out, morning person, and good communicator. Okay. I also feel like that could very well be you. And 5 of Swords. Okay, let me see something here. 2 of Wands. 10. Okay, so I'm seeing you could be traveling or seeking love online. Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo with the 2 of Wands. You could also be making a brand new decision, going down a new path. And with the 9 of Cups in reverse, that's Jupiter and Pisces. Someone could be overindulging in something a lot or be depressed. 3 of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn. I feel like this is working with the divine. And if you're in a relationship with the person that you're in a relationship with, to see if this is something you want to make work. You may have a child with somebody as well. Others of you, this is a work relationship. You could be meeting someone at work. But then you have the Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, which is about severance of ties. This is about, rape, murder, crime, divorce, or breakup. Some of you guys are separating your money from someone. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. You're trying to get someone's attention, Ophiuchus. Okay, you're trying to get somebody's attention. You may have Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio in your Chiron, okay? Or you have Ophiuchus in your sun sign. But Queen of Wands in reverse, you are trying to get someone's attention. You may have even modified yourself. This could be anything. This could be your hair, your makeup, your body. Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who gets a lot of surgery. It's somebody who changes their absolute entire appearance. Rather that's, it's like the videos when you see someone who's doing makeup and they start off looking one way, and then at the end of the video, they don't even look like the person they started as. Like, they look completely different, which is their right to do, but it's stemming from their need to try to get someone's attention. That can be crazy modifications on the external in order to try to get someone's approval. And Chariot in reverse, Cancer. You also have Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then the Page of Cups. I feel like there's an emotional outburst, a lack of emotional maturity, discipline. So yeah, I feel like there's a relationship that is not meant to last for a very long time with fleeting romance here. It's not meant to last for very long. There's mind games and narcissism being played and lack of communication as well. All right? I think you already know that though. Let's see. Some of you are married, or you're in, like, you have children, and you're in a relationship. Ooh. The person you're romantically interested in wants to tell you that they have some type of addiction. Okay. Also, if you're in a connection, you feel like you need attention with the King of Wands in reverse, but your partner is not nurturing the situation. They're not nurturing the relationship because of what you did in the past. Or they're cheating, and that's why they're not nurturing the relationship. Or they don't want a relationship for some of you. Others of you, this is someone like, if you're in a relationship, they're cheating. Taking responsibility. Okay, so someone's taking responsibility. That's beautiful. All right, and children involved, so you could definitely have children. Some of you are in a relationship with someone who's abusive with the Queen of Pentacles, where someone's actually abusive or using someone for their money. That could also be your mother. Someone could have their mother involved, could be a family member involved, or a friend involved. I feel like you could be falling in love with someone brand new, or falling in love with the person you're in a relationship with all over again. That's for some of you. Right now, so something's happening right now. Oh, you had these two come out, and I didn't even see these. Divorced, and then you have accomplished. Okay, so someone's very well accomplished. You have not on your path. It is not on your path to deal with someone who cheats on you. It's not on your path. Okay? There are 4 different type of dynamics of codependency that you can actually get involved in, and that's like a teacher-student, which is where you're learning something from the other person. One person believes that the other person has some vital knowledge that they absolutely need, and the moment they get that intellectual stimulation, they are done with it because they are beginning their own evolution, and it can't last. It can't last because, I mean, in order to orgasm, in order to have sexual connection and intimacy, you must be able to connect to one's emotions, and intellect leads to emotions, and intellect does not lead you to sex. It doesn't lead you to intimacy. It leads you to the emotion within yourself. Intellect leads you to the emotion. You don't go from intellect to intimacy. It doesn't go like that. You can even teach the wrong information to try to make somebody believe in what you want them to believe rather than the truth and the reality of a situation. counselor, counselee. That's like you thrive. The counselor thrives off of the counselee having emotional and psychological problems. And through that, they actually use that as a weak point. They always try to pretend that they're much better than the counselee when behind closed doors they're a hot ass mess. And the truth is they don't give meaningful, true, honest help and advice to the person that they are, counseling. They don't. Because of the fact that they thrive off of this person needing them. The counselor actually becomes some type of savior complex in order to try to make the person that they are romantically connecting to, the counselee, feel as if they can trust them, and dependency builds. The moment that the counselee begins to evolve is the moment they no longer need the counselor. Therefore, it no longer serves its purpose. Once again, I'll continue. Codependent relationships. One person is always younger, one person is always older. Typically, one person, this is a guarantee that, because the age doesn't have to be a guarantee, but it can be a big mark, because teacher-student, you have to at least have the intellect to be able to teach that, or teach something to someone that has value. And counselor, counselee, you must have gotten to some level of profession, right? Some level of rank in order to help other people. With codependent relationships, what is a guarantee, because age isn't actually a guarantee, but what is a guarantee is one person has money, the other person has way less. They have less than what the other person has, which makes it easier for them to manipulate. It is manipulation on both terms, because each person needs something for the other person. Don't get it twisted now that just because someone doesn't have money, that they don't provide something to the person that does have some money. You know what I'm saying? There is some need that is provided, even if it's just company, sex, whatever the hell it is. It's also this belief that I am not one person. I need someone else to complete me. When you get to sadomasochist, the sadist looks for someone to abuse, while the masochist looks for someone to abuse them. They believe deep down in their gut, the masochist believes, I deserve to be punished. I must be atoned for my sins. Punish me. Make me suffer so that I can be applicable to receive joy, purity, and love. Sadomasochism can also be, genital mutilation with the girls in Africa. Cutting off the clitoris so she cannot, be unfaithful or find someone new or whatever. She can't run away from her husband. She can't be appealing to someone else. She can't orgasm. That's sadomasochism. Sadomasochism can also be circumcision. You have to, in the Jewish culture, you have to cut your baby's dick, make it bleed in order for it to be legitimized by a higher power. In order for it to be a whole soul, you have to make it bleed. Jesus on the cross, you have to hang there, you have to be bludgeoned and spit on, drugged through the mud, just dragged, hurt, killed, whatever. You got to go through all this stuff to get to what? Closer to God. It's sadomasochism. It's the belief that I must suffer. And the energy can go both ways, where they abuse one another, because you will never choose someone that would abuse you in a manner that you may not be able to handle. Because like attracts like. You choose who you yourself are embodying. So when people say, I attract damaged people, check yourself. Why are you attracting damaged people? Because you yourself are damaged. It's time to look at yourself. They wouldn't have been attracted to you unless there was something within you they saw that is already within them, and vice versa. That is the realization. People don't like to talk about this stuff. What is the common theme between all of these? The need for survival. It's conditional love. There is no love in codependency. It will not last through codependency. It all stems from childhood trauma. And once you have self-awareness, the intellect, right? You are able to say, oh shit, all these connections that I've developed, these friendships, these things I've been holding on to for years. They describe all of it that I just said. And then you cut it off. That's what I did. Once I became self-aware, I was like, oh my God. Like, it was like a slap in the freaking face. Because if I had known it before, there would have been different decisions. But now that I know it now, I can make better decisions moving forward for myself and be able to give myself closure because I realized, oh, that's why that didn't go like that. That's why that didn't work. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that that didn't work out, because it wasn't meant to. It was meant to, on some level, teach me. All of these dynamics are meant to awaken you to the fact that there's something within you that needs to be healed. You cannot be in a connection unless you're able to connect to yourself. And a lot of people don't like to talk about this because, oh, well, if I say it, they might look at me as if I'm doing it to them. You'd only feel like that if you're guilty of something. People don't like to talk about it because they feel like, oh my God, if they start to become self-aware, they won't come to me, or you know, they'll feel like I'm doing it, or da-da-da. I don't do that for this shit. I do that to tell you the truth. Someone has to tell you so that you can make better changes for yourself. Your free will and discernment. There are some relationships you probably feel are extremely healthy, you should keep. Do that. There are some you feel you should get rid of. Do that. Do what is best for you. But providing this information to you for free is something that will help me sleep at night, because someone needs to hear it. Okay? A lot of us would have made better choices if we had just known it beforehand. But now that we know it now, we can make better decisions together as a global collective. We can make improvements. We can make that revolutionary burn happen, right? I like it. Not on your path. What I say, that's not on your path. Once you are aware, you're like, oh my God. When we say codependency, it's very broad. The fact that codependency can come in many different fashions changes the game. It changes the game. Right now, I mean, sadomasochism can also be like dominatrix. It can be just overpowering. Real love is not conditional. And where does that even start? It starts from strength, Venus and Leo. Loving your damn self. People with this type of energy or even placement have people who gravitate naturally towards them because like attracts like. The love of self is Venus and Leo. It's the minor arcana of the Empress. It's very natural. And it's very public. If you've ever noticed, all those people that had very big highs in public and very large lows in public, but at the end of the day, they were still on some level admired because the energy and vibration of strength, you can't take it away. What is that? Oh, thank you so much for all of the amazing follows and loves and subscriptions. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. But yeah, it's about awareness. When we're aware of ourselves through the intellect, when we realize the personality is not real, and we allow our soul to be, succeeded on some level and come back to the divinity within ourselves of knowing who we are, actualizing who we are, we're able to start our journey back to whoever the hell it is that you believe in. To be honest, you start your journey back to Piscean, which is past life. You start your journey back to surrender. Surrendering the ego. All of this is meant to help you surrender the ego. Because it will never die. But you will be able to surrender it. Children involved. Missing you. Wanting forever. Let down your guard. Next year. When you least expect it. And a lot of people don't like to bring up these type of dynamics because they're in that type of dynamic. And the moment that they would say something like that, the person will become aware and realize, I don't need to be in this. I don't need to be around you. I don't need to have you. I need to block you. The moment I started to realize I was in dynamics and relationships like that, I started blocking left and right. I started cutting people off, cutting contacts off. I started to just, I can't have that energy around me. But when you become aware, it helps you see, oh, I just need to make sure that I have proper boundaries. I need to make sure that I'm putting myself first. Because just because I'm an empath and I can empathize, I care about me more at the end of the day, and I always will. Careful of obsessive thoughts. Time to move on. Make the first move. Strong connection. Within 6 months. Unhappy without you. I don't know if you can see the 6 months. I don't know if I put my finger in front of it or what. And then question their intentions. Anybody that's coming towards you, you now question their intentions because you're like, mama ain't we're no damn fool. And I'm not about to waste my damn time. Don't waste my time. Do not waste my time. And yes, wasting someone's time looks like coming towards them knowing damn well you have no intention to provide exactly what they're searching for. Leave them the hell alone if you have no intention of giving them Or, you know, if you have no intention of being interested in the same thing that this person is aspiring to. Okay? Like true connection. And all of the dynamics I said, each dynamic, there is a fantasy, there's an unspoken contract between the person that has that within themselves, this inner fantasy, and the other person who has their own inner fantasy, that I must fulfill your fantasy, you must fulfill mine. The illusion, there's an illusion. Do you get what I'm saying? There's an illusion in each of the relationships. It's not real. It's conditional. It's based off of survival. Even teacher-student is like if you're new to a city and you need to be taught the ropes. Somebody teaches you the ropes. Eventually, you will no longer need that person. Eventually, you'll know where you're going. It can't last. Do you get what I'm saying now? You have the rabbit. Now, sometimes I see the rabbit, honestly, as fertility, movement, speed. The awareness of what true intimacy is, what true purity is. The fertility to begin something new. You have the bull. Oh my God. Sealed it with a bow. Something about a bow is important here. Sealed it with a bow. And love. You have love. That's the most important thing here is self-love. You cannot be in any connection if you don't love your damn self. You got Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio, the Emperor and the Magician, as well as Taurus. A lot of you have some type of, you could be into communication, sales, but you have some type of talent that you are able to help other people with as a leader. And it could literally be some type of constitution, institution, foundation, church service, brotherhood, fatherhood for some of you. This can also be some of you are married, others of you are husbands. I'm seeing some of you guys are coming in as someone who checks off all the boxes that someone is looking for, or someone does this for you. Somebody wants commitment with the Emperor, you're already in a commitment. So just take that as it resonates. So for some of you, you'll be like, oh my God, you know, like this person was just saying that they want to commit, or they just proposed, or something like that. Others of you, this may be like someone new comes in, and you're like, oh my God, that's why I didn't work with nobody else. Thank God. You may have D in your full name. Dice, roll the dice, baby. Let's be a lady. 10 minutes. Underwear, you. Someone has a U in their full name. Okay. G in their full name. Girl. Some of you have a little girl, a little child. Your child could also be very intuitive, or a painter, a singer. Page of Cups can also be, you know, very psychic. The Page of Cups is a psychic. Literally, if we're talking about career, it would be a psychic. It would be someone who receives psychic messages and downloads. Very creative. Could be music as well. T, tiger. And H, house. Some of you are buying a new house. H, somebody may have a H. You may live with somebody. Some of you live with somebody. But, the person you're romantically interested in feels like you don't like who you're living with, or you're in an unhappy marriage, or unhappy commitment relationship, or unhappy home environment, unhappy family environment. A wedding got canceled. That you walked away from the idea of that, or that some type of party got canceled. That's what's coming up. This can even be like that you're leaving home. You could literally be leaving a childhood home. So you have O, orange. Someone could be from Florida. And P, peas. All right. Let's get into this. Orange always reminds me of Florida because of their flag. All right. Let's get this. Ooh. Well, maybe I wanted to show you this Venus and Virgo with the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you are in no rush to be in a relationship. I wanted to show you the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. Interesting. What can you tell us, please, about the outcome? The outcome. Someone's getting their parental rights taken away. Wow. All right. Are you ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Remember, look at your Chiron. I'm ready to have Ophiuchus in your chart. You have the Eight of Swords, Jupiter, and Gemini. You have... This is really funny. I really do love my job. Sun and Scorpio, Six of Cups in reverse. This is about, honestly, letting go of the bad memories letting go. Like, this could even be child abuse, letting go of that. Literally, like, getting out of that imprisonment, getting out of that vibration, and heading towards love. Venus in Cancer could be Leo, and you have the Empress, Beyonce, Taurus, Libra. So this could very well be your wife. This could be someone who's wife material. Okay, Ophiuchus. I mean, Ophiuchus is Jay-Z, so would make sense. But your relationship is, I mean, the outcome of it is very beautiful. It's very mutual. Unconditional love with the Empress. Someone has unconditional love for themselves. They're drop dead gorgeous. They can have anybody that they want. And they are open to receiving the very love that they are embodying within themselves. They know if they are loving themselves and embodying that within them, that they will attract someone who's doing the very same thing. Like attracts like. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is like we're lovers and we're friends, and it's just very beautiful. Someone is also getting out of jail. Congratulations. All right. But yeah, the outcome, someone could be pregnant. Others of you, like, the outcome for you is that someone is coming into your life that can love you unconditionally. The Empress is someone who embodies unconditional love, support, lean on your inner circle during this time. This could also be the mother of your children, or your wife, or your girlfriend, or someone you view as someone you would like to be that. Someone who is an entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur. She works in beauty. This is also God, force, and confidence with all this gold here. This person is also someone who owns their own business. They are very financially abundant, mentally abundant, emotionally abundant. I mean, they're abundant in all ways, shapes, and forms. This is someone who has everything. The Empress has everything that she needs because it's all in here, right? It's very mutual love, though. Healing old wounds and childhood issues you're revisiting. Leap of faith. It's time to make the move you're considering. The Six of Cups is all about like childhood abuse and childhood trauma. And once you become aware that sometimes we just meet fucked up people in this world, doesn't make what I mean. Six of Cups can be rape. It can be it's hurting someone sexually, typically, or physically, emotionally, mentally, but abusing them. It's almost like, I mean, I myself, I've been abused in every way that a woman can be, at least twice. And through that, what I've been able to pull away from it is that the love I have for myself will always overcome anything I've ever experienced. Strength beats the devil every time. And it's really about being yourself, imperfections and all. See, in codependent relationships, there's a God complex. That someone's better than the other person. They don't drink. They don't smoke. They don't lay in bed on Sundays instead of going to church. They don't cheat. They don't do this. They don't do that. They don't do any of that. They don't do that. The truth is, like, you know, it's that belief system that someone has to be better than another person, right? Because it's codependent. Someone has to be better. The biggest flex is not having to flex at all. We are all equals. We all go through muggle moments, and we're all magical at heart. We're beautiful because the beauty is inside. That's where it all starts. This is a woman that loves herself. Awakening. Someone's undergoing a spiritual transformation. Congratulations, love. Congratulations. I know the card makes it sound a lot easier than it is, but congratulations. All right, so you have children. Children are important to this partnership. This is someone who's very fertile. Very, very fertile. Very healthy. Open to even having children one day. But is, you know, loving themselves and allowing what's meant to be attracted into their life to come in, something good and positive, because that's what they're embodying in themselves. Fate, this is a destined partnership. And you had healing, old wounds, and childhood issues need revisiting. Leap of faith, it's safe to make the move you're considering. Regret, someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Okay. Decision, it's time to decide about this relationship and release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. All right. So, let's see. Let's get you some of these. All right. I love your outcome. Bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Ooh, you get into That's money. Congratulations. Target a goal-oriented a goal-oriented person. Congratulations, Ophiuchus. I'm very, very happy for you. Some of you are about to go on some type of journey as well. Could be a physical journey. Could be a Sagittarius. You have hand in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Okay. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. But the point is even through all those dynamics, what you are meant to learn is not to buy fish, but to learn how to fish. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're not meant to depend on anybody but you. You're born into this world alone. You will die alone. I'm just telling you the truth. You will. Woo. Let me make sure I remember everything. Because I don't want to, y'all, sometimes I'll like do it and then I'm like, oh, I forgot something. You know what I mean? And then I'd be mad at myself later and then I have to refilm. And all of that. Oh my God, my earring fell when I went to go to the floor. Hold on. I know you guys are like, what the handsome? Hold on. All right. Oh my God. Am I going to be able to get the... I have like 8 piercings, you guys. So I'm trying to make sure I put it in the right hole. Okay, it's in. All right. But I really didn't want to forget anything because, yeah, I just don't want to forget any of the cards. I want everybody to get the same, advice as the sign before them. I want it to be fair and equal. That is Libra energy. Oh, it's all about balance. It's all about balance. Okay. Well, that's funny. I mean, yeah, Taurus, Libra energy come up. I know Beyonce has what? She's a Sun in Virgo. She's a Moon in Scorpio, and she is a rising Sun and Venus in Libra. Okay, so my phone cut off, but we're back. Okay, the cards you got were wife, hope, old woman, and young woman. So those could be significant to you. The bottom of the deck is lover. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. All right. So let's get you some of these. What's a general advice for you? Ooh, shmoney and evolution. Evolution. Evolving is a part of life and can involve many personal changes. Although this process takes time, you will emerge beautifully transformed. This is all part of the plan to prepare you for the next steps of your journey. All right. That could be dealing with Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus. Shmoney. Affirm your status as a money magnet and align your thoughts accordingly. Money is simply an energy, therefore you always have the opportunity to match that vibration. Know you are deserving of your material desires. Cardi B, shmoney, baby. All right, let's get you some of these. Okay. What is the connection like? Generation look like? Healthy healing. That healing is a routine. You have reunion, sacred connection, walking away. A lot of you have walked away from anything that just is not right. It's not right and it's not real. It never will be. And it's almost like you grow up. It's like the counselee no longer needs the counselor. Student no longer needs a teacher. Destiny, decisions, and choices. It's like codependency is now being seen exactly for what it is. Even if you go on YouTube release, you may see a lot of people are in those type of dynamics and have no idea. Oh, you're meant to teach this, right? You ain't meant to teach nobody. We learn through the information that is put out there. Love letter. We are all learning from one another. No one's better than the other person. And at the end of the day, you may see that though. People are like, oh, you're meant to be a teacher. No, I'm not meant to teach like someone, to love and no. We learn that within ourselves. If someone doesn't know how to love, they need to learn how to love themselves. Reunion. We are nobody's rehabilitation center for unhealed people. Not our problem. You need to go within and figure it out. Sacred connection, that's just the truth. We all have to do that. You cannot depend on another person walking away to fulfill some fantasy that's not real. Hidden truth, destiny, decisions and choices, and release. Cool. Let's get into And you have love letter at the bottom of the deck. You have your general advice. You have the cartomancy. The 2 tea leaf. Okay, let's get you a fortune. Bet, baby, bet. But yeah, a lot of people don't like to talk about that though. Because they'll be like, oh, well, you're making all these videos where you're saying you're connecting to someone who's running away from you and blocking you. That's not love. You think someone running away, 35, is them loving you? That's not them loving you. Blocking you and cheating on you and dealing with 50 million people. That is not love. It's time to look at yourself on why you even think remotely that that's close to love or someone you should reconcile or be with. It's sick. Your luck is only fair today, little sunshine, little hay. You're apt to be too careless towards habits. Loose your bent. They'll never bring you happiness nor any great content. You will soon have a pleasant adventure. You may get your wish later on. I'm telling you, what's not on your path is dealing with people who maybe you've convinced yourself, oh, they love me because they treat me like shit. Look at why the hell you are dealing with certain people. Please, okay? And heal. Later, Ophiuchus. Messages resonate. Links down below for personal readings. You can also comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Later. Remember, when you are aware, you can heal and choose differently. For you. Decide what's best for you. Later, Ophiuchus.